Hey, I got something to say. I'm just so sick of hearing everyone complain. I know it's tough and I know there's pain, but hitting bottom is the only way to change. So I'll keep hustling, you keep struggling. Bitch, I'm humbling, keep mumbling. I'll keep doubling, you keep bluffing. You've got nothing, I'll keep hustling. I've seen a lot of people who don't know what work is. I've seen a lot of people who don't know what thirst is. I've had a taste of evil and tried to cure the sickness, but I just keep my head down and focus on the facts. I'm setting down gravel while you just follow the path. I'll lead them into battle while you're just too scared to act. I'll leave the knife right in my back. So I'll keep hustling, you keep struggling. Bitch, I'm humbling, keep mumbling. I'll keep doubling, you keep bluffing. You've got nothing, I'll keep hustling.
Hey guys, what is up? We got MK Headlines, episode number 97. What is up, everybody? Make sure you hit the like, subscribe to everyone's channel. I just want to
What up?
I just want to say one thing before we start. The watch party and reactions of the Eagles game last night, Eagles vs. Bucks. Insane. You guys are awesome. Thank you all for your support. Across 6 or 7 channels, we had over 1,000 views. So thank you. Shout out to Cool Cat, King DV, Smitty, One Trey, Simone. Great people over there. And big announcement here. Big announcement. Birds of Broad Street is now going to be on Hardcore Sports Network every Monday night at 7:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we got one of the best next to this one. One of the best Eagles podcasts in the game on the network. So shout out to everybody for making that possible. Thank you, everyone, for your support to the Hardcore Sports Network. Thank you. We're about, 15 subs away from 800. So we're getting there, man. We're getting there. Still working on the watch time. Really appreciate everybody, man. How are you guys doing? AM and Randy, how are you guys doing?
Doing good, man. How about you?
I'm doing good. I had a great day at work. It was honestly one of my best days at work so far already. So good. I actually got to take my walk.
Nice, dude. And by the way, I haven't mentioned on live stream yet. Congratulations on the new job. That's awesome.
Yeah. Thank you. It's not a new job. I'm just back at my old one. So it's just like, I'm just glad, man. Yeah. Oh my God, Chad. Freshly squeezed. Mitch. Oh my God. Stop with Orange Cassidy. Stop it. So, Randy, how you doing, man? You got good things coming out here.
Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you. I definitely want to get on an episode of that Birds of Broad Street now, especially when it's a part of the exclusive hardcore, because that'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to Mrs. Bird Gang, One Trey Rock, everybody that you've slowly started to bring on. We're starting to rebuild up that the brand again, and we're trying to be more diverse. We want to bring on some more women into the group so that, we have a little bit of the female and the male side of things. So it's definitely fun.
That's
but it's
awesome.
nice.
Yeah.
Not to spoil anything, but Earl might get another female for his wrestling group. So not spoiling, but it's in the works. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about here. Eagles are going undefeated. I'm not.
And
saying
by the
that.
way, and what about you were talking about me, Mitch, where everyone's not going to all our channels and giving a like? You were telling me past so talk about that real quick because
Yeah,
that
guys,
is a kind of a concern. Even
it
though
is.
it's
It
not
is.
no worries,
It
but
is. Guys, make sure you go like, subscribe to everybody's channels. Further AM, next shift Randy. His channel's doing great, by the way. Randy, I love the way your channel's going. Same with you, AM. And Hardcore
Thank you.
Sports, get the likes over there, man.
I'm one away from 700. So if anybody's
Oh,
out
you're
there
not
wants to
leaving.
give
You're
me
at
that one
$6.99. You're
sub,
staying. You're staying at $6.99.
$6.99. I don't know. If I stood at $6.99, I'd be happy.
What do you mean you
still
made
with
it to
live stream.
3K? What are you talking about? Daniel, what are you talking about, man? 3K what?
Oh, that's what?
I don't know what he's talking about. He said he made 3K. What, $3,000?
No, even followers.
3,000 subs.
Okay. If you
Okay,
got a YouTube channel,
congratulations.
good for you, man. Following, good. But hey, if you guys did not see my video, go check it out. Randy, thank you again for your comment. Thank you, bro. Really appreciate it. And yeah, let's just get right into it, bro. The Eagles. I feel like it's a dominant win against the Buccaneers, 25-11, and we showed those Vikings fans how to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So, AM, give me your. You know what? Instead of the overall game, who gets the game ball? Who gets the game ball for this game?
AJ Brown.
Right out of the gate, AJ Brown. Okay.
Oh, or and then on defense, Jalen Carter. Easily. I mean, it's either both. I'm going to do offense, defense.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect.
But if you want to go one overall, I'm actually probably going to go Jalen Carter. That dude's a fucking beast. Oh, Fletcher Cox and Jalen. We're going to get into that. But yeah, Carter or AJ Brown for me.
Okay. So for me, I got a couple. Jalen Hurts got to get some of that game ball because what he did in the pocket in this game, bro, that was the best pocket I've ever seen him play.
What about the picks?
The picks, I'm getting into that. I'm just stating like
we'll talk about that later.
You're good. Further, we'll have 700 subs before the end of this month.
By the end of this month.
You got a couple more days. But
yeah, I got a couple more days.
He will get there.
Thank you, Chad. So, how are you doing, Chad? Hope you're having the most excellent day. Go back to what you were saying, bitch.
If I had to pick one, Reed Blankenship. That guy was an animal, bro. Reed Blankenship with that pick and that pick at perfect time, that's mine. I'm going Reed Blankenship on that. Randy, who gets the game ball?
Anyone else? You said you had a couple. So is there another?
I know. I was going to say AJ Brown, but you said that. I was going to say Jalen Carter, but you said that. So I'm going Reed Blankenship.
Okay, you're on my side. So those are the.
I'm going Reed Blankenship. Yeah, Randy.
I got three. And they're for. I'm giving game balls, not just because like throughout the whole game they're doing this or that. It's at certain points these three fellas did things that got us points and got us or stop points or did a big play. So my first game ball is going to be to Britton Covey. Crash test Doug Covey finally did something, ran a ball back past the 50. I was like, I was losing my shit on live with halftime yesterday about that. I was like, wait, Covey's doing something. He's doing it. And then the halftime's like, move your legs. And we were just.
I got to watch that. I'm going to go back.
Going back and forth. So I got Covey for doing that, finally doing something in the punt return game. Second is my second game ball is to Sidney Brown for smacking the ball out of Mike Evans' hands while he was falling down in the end zone. Guaranteed touchdown. And literally, you just see Sidney Brown come flying across, dies, and just goes whap. Like, you ain't not landing on the ground with that ball. That's my game 2 ball. Number 3, DeAndre Swift. That motherfucker is showing that he is him, and this is our guy moving forward. I love me some Swift.
Yeah, you know what's
agree.
funny? Hold on, AM. You know what's funny though? People are talking about the Kelsey and Swift connection on the Eagles now. That is hilarious. That's the real Kelsey and Swift duo. Oh my god, I love it. But you know what's funny though? when I was watching the game with the guys and Brendan Covey had that return, I thought it was Devin Allen at first. I thought it was Devin Allen because he was making his debut. So I'm like, okay, so it's Devin Allen. See? And then I'm like, no, it's Covey. And then I thought this. With Covey, with Brendan, oh my God, Devin Allen making his debut, Covey's like, you know what? I got to stop playing around. My job's on the line. He needs to compete. That's what he does. So for me, I'm like, hey, that's what Covey needed. That is what Covey needed, a little threat.
I loved it on the return too, man. When he was like going and he put his foot in the ground and faked that he was gonna go one lane. I'm like, oh, he puts foot in the ground. Oh, he's being dirty. I was like, what? I was like, there we go. I'm like, because he for the longest time just used to be the guy, and he did it during the game again still. But like, I see what you mean. I'm like, he got a fire lit under his ass a little bit. He saw the writing on the wall. Like, oh crap. If I don't do well in this game and they put him in and he does something, I'm never going to see the field potentially again. Exactly. As a returner, maybe as just a guy that's going to be in the kickoff and punt off, but that's about it. Special teams. Yeah. But yeah, man, it was nice to finally see. And now knowing too afterwards, because somebody came into the chat and me and Halftime kind of slept it off. But now knowing this morning, I didn't know that the whole team was going through the flu. I had no idea that the flu.
Oh my God, yes, everyone's going through the flu. Everyone was going through it. Yeah.
During the game, Halftime's like, man, Kelsey doesn't look good. He's not like joyous. He's not like. And then I caught it a couple times too. I'm like, yeah, he doesn't. He looks like he's trying to hide something. And I'm like, what's going on? And then all of a sudden, Kylie came into the chat and she's like, oh, I sure hope Jalen Hurts plays next week because he's got the flu. And we're like, what are you talking about? He has the flu. He's playing right now. Jalen Hurts is throwing the ball. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then afterwards, I find out this morning, I'm like, yeah, the flu is running rampant through the group and like Hurts was sick. And I was like, oh shit, that changed everything. And then now on top of it, it's like, man, the guys were sick and they still were doing that. I was like, oh man, you got to give it to the squad yesterday, man.
You know what? My last game ball, just because of that, goes to the whole team.
Yeah.
It goes to the whole team just because of that. If they
Morrow, the linebacker who was out there fucking destroying it and playing really goddamn good, was on the practice squad in week 1. He wasn't even on the goddamn team. So, like, the fact that game 3, he's out there making things happen, going out there, destroying it. They had 98 yards on the ground. We had over 200. Like our defense, we had problems stopping the run last year. I don't think that's going to be an issue this year. Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter and Fletcher Cox and Tuipulotu and the list just keeps going on. Our edges and blah blah blah. I know your boy Barnett was in the game too, and he didn't do anything, but he was there. He was causing pressure. And no penalty.
Yeah, and we had no problem with him. He was an asset that needed to be there. And
But
you never know. Is the tea leaves on the wall? Is he reading them saying, I got to be good because I'm going to be looking for another team?
Hey, for an away game too.
Yeah. I just have one quick question. You brought up Derek Barnett. Where's Reddick? What is Reddick doing? People are telling me it's because of his hand. I'm like, okay, that was back in preseason. That was before.
Well, now
it was a broken thumb.
Bucks known for that offensive side position where they could potentially stop Reddick. So it is no surprise the Bucks could offensively retain Reddick. We're going to have to see, moving on further in the season to see some more Reddick. It was the offense was prepared. The Buccaneers, one thing, have a pretty decent offensive line. Besides their quarterback, Mayfield,
it was. I'm
going to fuck up that quarterback.
It was not just this game.
I made his highlights too.
The first 3 games, he hasn't done anything.
Mayfield is not worth a damn.
I think he's his hand, and I don't think it's just his thumb. I think there might be something else that he might be fighting through because, like you said,
was he playing?
Reddick was playing, and he just wasn't getting pressure. He wasn't getting pressure at all.
And that's where I'm going off is the offensive line with the Buccaneers is pretty withstandable.
Yeah, but they do have a good offensive line. But he hasn't done anything the last 2 games or 3 games.
That's true. Now. Well, they had the Vikings and then
They had the Patriots.
It's
come on, you could have got
right.
one sack
And
on
Reddick's
that.
one of those guys where you see something every single game. So maybe you're right. Maybe his hands holding him back.
Yeah.
Maybe he's not able to do his hand swing
Yeah,
move.
get that.
And yeah,
Get that like go over and then
cut under and then use his hand to like push off, so he doesn't have the strength to like use his hand to push. I'm trying like I hate to say it, but I'm trying to think of any excuse that might be, because like you said, Mitch, he's been MIA. Like you think he'd have at least a sack by now.
Yeah, maybe against the Commanders on Sunday, he will. There'll be
that's
where's that game going to be?
I remember that was the game that we showed up last year. Obviously, different quarterback Carson Wentz, but remember that was the game that all the Eagles showed up. And, you know,
where's that game? Where's that? Is that going to be in DC?
Yeah, it's at FedEx. I think it is. It's at home.
I might actually go to that.
It's in
I'm thinking about. I might just say fuck it and go to it.
Let me look for a second.
Nice.
I'm gonna look it up.
I might. If it's in DC, I
might. It's home.
It's
home.
here. It's in Philly.
I might go do it once again. I still might go do it. I'm going to vote anyway.
Hey, by the way, really quick, shout out to Tom. Shout out to E-Rock. They were at the game last night. They were there. Shout out to them. Shout out to them.
Yeah, I
man.
saw their videos on Instagram and Facebook. They looked like it was just Philadelphia took over Tampa. It was unbelievable.
And shout out to Lord Brunson too, because Tom was wearing Lord Brunson's fit. He had the hat, the shirt.
Yeah.
But
I just want to ask you guys this. Let's backtrack to the Eagles real quick.
Where do I get Philadelphia Eagles swim trunks? That's all I got to say.
Yeah. And it's Gainwell.
Not on my list.
Right? He has been looking good. Gainwell, let's be honest. Right? Where's Penny? People are saying, not all the people I know, that Penny should get that spot instead of Gainwell. For me, I say no. How do you guys feel about that? Should Penny take his spot over Gainwell?
I think Swift should be over Gainwell right now.
Swift is number one. Number one. He's number one. I'm just talking about number two.
Yeah, number two, I would go Gainwell just because of the fact that, again, like I said, the familiarity with the team, right? Like he's been here. He was the guy that showed up in the Super Bowl. Where Miles Sanders was MIA and we were like, what's going on? He was the guy that was actually taking the team. That's why I think they're not just like letting go or giving up the opportunities of him because of what he did. And again, I said familiarity, but with that also being said, Swift has 308 yards in 2 games. Remember, he didn't get one touch in the game in the first game.
Right, I forgot about that.
We talked about that. We're like, why was it all Gainwell? Why didn't they use Swift at all for like 5 runs at least? And then all of a sudden, game 2 and game 3, Swift 308 yards in 2 games. Like that's insane. So like he's already missed the game in a sense because of their play calling blunders. But with that also being said, is like I'm worried about Penny because I feel like if there was opportunities to use him, they might have already tried to use him. And sometimes that, when I went back and looked at when he was being used during the preseason, even though it was a small sample size, he only averaged 3.2 yards a carry.
Right. I mean, I love Penny. I do. Do you think it has something to do with his injury history? That's why he's always on like the active, what is it called? The active reserve. What is it called?
Oh, the injured reserve.
Injured? No, but he's not injured. He's active scratch. Active scratch. That was it. So for me, I'm just like, is there something we don't know? Something behind the scenes? Oh, his leg is not doing good. Okay, you're a healthy scratch. Like something's got to be going on.
No, because then they wouldn't suit him up and he wouldn't be on the sidelines dressed because like he was dressed for the game. I saw him.
I didn't even see him.
Because they scratched Boston Scott.
Right. Yeah.
And can we talk about Zacchaeus? Are we getting on that topic shortly?
I like me some Alame Zacchaeus.
Yeah, we will. I just want to talk about the run game.
Let's get why don't we just get right into the Zacchaeus thing since we're already just jumping into it?
Okay. What about him?
Dude, he's from UVA. I already have no knowledgeable of experience in him from the ACC. So him on the Eagles is a huge benefit. This guy's going to be actually believe that the guy that Armstrong threw to. And unfortunately, I think Armstrong's going to need to find a better place in the UVA. Anyway, back to the Eagles. Zacchaeus, dude, savage, dominant, was there. He's AJ's backup when AJ needs a break, so we give AJ some rest, so he's not out there 100% of the time. I was very impressed. Put up 58 yards and a touchdown. How about that? I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good for it's his first game appearance. So I hope to see more for him. Kudos to Zacchaeus, and I want to see more. Now, as an Eagles fan, I got to see more. Zacchaeus, more. This is awesome. So hopefully we see more TDs and more amazing passes from Zacchaeus, because that was a huge kind of surprise to, I think, the Buccaneers, and who could be a huge surprise coming in the future. The team's not being prepared for this guy. Who's Zacchaeus? Who's this number? We didn't look out for this on our homework. We were looking out for AJ Brown, and we got this Zacchaeus guy. So this is really good to keep out in the future. Watch out for this guy. He's going to be a threat.
So is he going to take Watkins' spot?
No. He's the backup for AJ Brown. He's AJ Brown's spot.
Yeah, but after the game he's had, let's say against the Commanders, he does the same kind of thing, and Watkins does nothing. And then the game after that, he does something. Watkins does nothing.
I'd see him keep him where he is. If he's doing good where he's at right now, don't change anything. Just
currently right now he's the slot. Currently he's the slot receiver because Quez was out last night. So last night he
Quez was out. That's exactly my point.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yes, yeah. Quez was out.
Oh, okay. Because I know Watkins was questionable. So I'm mistaken. Excuse me.
You're good. You're good. So on that,
I do think if you're going to say that, then your answer to the question you just asked, then yes, he should replace Watkins. He looked way better, and caught a touchdown the very first game. His very first game, he caught. It took Watkins a whole fucking year. We were like, I thought he
but
touchdown.
That was the first time last year when we had AJ Brown and Devontae. So it's just like, and Goddard.
No, Watkins was even before that, though.
Get the ball. You knew that Watkins wasn't going to get the ball. But this year, he learned how to spread the ball a little more. His pocket awareness is better, a.k.a. Jalen Hurts. His pocket awareness is better. So I think Watkins is going to – yeah, Randy?
No, you're like a.k.a. Jalen Hurts.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm just like, maybe Watkins, if he does play against the Commanders on Sunday, left hand up. If he does play against them, right, I feel like Watkins is going to go off. I feel like he's going to go off if he plays on Thursday.
He better. This is his game. If he doesn't shine, then we all need to, just like you said, Mitch, keep in consideration that Zacchaeus is going to literally take Watkins' position. I mean, it's given that it's not a given spot that it's automatic that he's going to be there and give it. We're going to have to give – the coaches are going to give, obviously, Watkins that number one still, and he's going to be in there, and he's going to perform and still play. But if Watkins does subpar than what literally he did, and he literally, like I said just a second ago, he scored a touchdown his first game playing. Like that. Yep. Boom, 58 yards, touchdown. Watkins didn't do that.
Right.
Look at that play. That was a great play, by the way. Look at that. AJ Brown. Woo! Just getting away. He's such a beast. That was great.
Last night he was too.
Who?
AJ.
Dude. I said this in my video.
Right there for first down.
I said this in my video, bro. Best duo in the league.
Oh, yeah.
Best duo in the league. I don't trust Kirk Cousins. I could trust Purdy with Debo and all of them, but Randy, who's a better wide receiver and quarterback duo than them?
Shoot, I was just trying to go through Burrow with Chase and Higgins might
I
be
mean,
nice.
yes, I think that okay, but yeah,
Yeah, that's a good one.
yeah, but Burrow's been out for the last 2 games, and then he played. They won.
No, I know. But I just
But
meant overall, like you go and look
overall, yes, for that
Yeah.
wide receiving core, I would take that over us. Over us. But for the wide receiver and quarterback duo, Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown.
Yeah.
That's just me. And then I'm trying to think of another one. Oh, I was going to say Stafford and Cup, but Cup is like out. So,
Right.
and then who else? Tua and Hill.
And Waddle.
Oh, God damn. But yes, I'll take that wide receiving group over us, but I still have Hurts and Brown. I'm still trying to find a motive, and I'm like, oh, crap.
Here's another one.
They just need our wide receiver duo just needs to be consistent. We'll be fine.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think
That's
they
it.
will.
We'll be number one.
I think they
Is it-
will. But
It's just everyone hates Philadelphia Eagles, and no matter what they'll do, they'll always put us down, no matter what.
yeah, but including the best wide receiver duo, that's still going to hurt Dallas Goddard. Dallas Goddard had 4 catches. He needs to have 8 or 7 or 8. He needs to be up higher because the offense should go through him. Everyone else spreads out. Goddard's the top 3, top 5 tight end in this league. Got to use him more, bro. Got to use him more. Devontae, he had 4 catches as well. AJ Brown, it was AJ Brown's game. So Devontae, I'm not worried. I'm just worried about Goddard. That's all I'm worried about is Goddard. He's not the guy who will speak up like AJ Brown is, or maybe Devontae if he actually speaks up. But Goddard's got to be feeling like, man, what else do I got to do? What else has Goddard got to do, man? I know, Randy, you said last week on this show, you were like, oh, maybe it has to do with the linebacker matchups and whatever. That may be true.
Right.
Does the Commanders have a good linebacker group?
No.
So there you go. You got to use Dallas Goddard more. Expose that. This will be the Dallas Goddard game. I feel like that will be.
Oh yeah, it's going to be Goddard versus Lane. Oh my gosh, why do I forget the guy that had drafted that last season?
He's injured.
He's out. The Commanders tight end
Logan
Thomas is out again.
Yep.
Sorry, that was what I was going to say. You got to be kidding.
He didn't play yesterday. That's all I know.
What?
He was a street clothes.
Yeah. Okay. So, are you worried about Goddard, Randy, or am I just overthinking this?
No, I so far I'm okay with. I'm good with it. I'm fine. He's got 50. He's got 11 catches for 63 yards so far. Brown's got 20 for 239, and Smitty's got 15 for 206. Zacchaeus has got 2 for 58. So I'm good with it. I'm good with it.
What about Watkins? How much does he have?
He has 2 for 17 yards.
Well, yeah, because he missed last game. So
yeah,
I'm just saying. I think this is the Goddard game. I really think this is the Goddard game. He needs to shine. My opinion. That's the way it works. But it is what it is. I'm not a coach. I'm not a player. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just a white Jew.
Gainwell has 28 carries on the season for 97 yards with a 3.5 yard average. Swift has 45 carries on the season for 308 yards, which is a 6.8 yard average with 1 touchdown.
Okay. I mean, hey, the way it works. Yep.
So no, go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good.
The one thing I will say though about the coaching staff was when they put when they put Gainwell in and try to get that 4th and 2.
Yeah.
And I was like, why Swift would have. I'm not saying Swift would have got it, but Swift would have been the better opportunity to get it because he seemed to understand where to find the holes last night. Like, and I'm sorry. But shout out to the offensive line opening the gates of hell for him just to run right dead center. Like when that camera shot was like wide open, it was like, my goodness. Like,
did you ever see the movie Bruce Almighty?
Yes.
It's kind of like, remember when he was in a coffee shop with the soup?
And he was like,
he was like, yes, that was it.
Yes.
That was it.
And then he's like, I'm not done here. So he's trying to hurdle a guy. And I'm like, yes.
I love Swift. And we only got rid of a fourth. A fourth.
Yeah. And Miles Sanders went for 4 years, $25 million, and we're paying him 4 years, $7 million.
Oh my God. I mean, does Detroit really see a future with Gibbs? They must.
They must have. And like, I don't even understand why they went and got David Montgomery. Like, you should have just kept him. Like, no offense, but thanks.
You never know. Did Swift want out?
Maybe.
Maybe he wanted out. I mean, is he close to anyone on the Eagles before he was there? Was he close to anybody?
I don't want to say yes because I don't feel like we have anybody that was from there.
He went to Georgia.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he was a Georgia Bulldog. Yeah.
That is why.
2017.
That is why they were like, oh, a Georgia Bulldog available? Well, we're already the Georgia Eagles. We're already the Philadelphia Bulldogs.
And I'm sure when he saw all that happening too, he was like, yeah, I want to be a part of that. I want to go there.
Crazy, bro. But this offensive line is the best in the league. No one can tell me otherwise. Is there another offensive line that's as good as us? Maybe.
No.
Thank you.
No.
They only get like 5 days to rest up in training.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's the only sad part about we're playing a Monday nighter and then having to play a Sunday at 1 p.m.
You know what?
Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
You're good. You're good. Next Monday, you know what the Monday night game is?
Yeah.
The Seahawks and the Giants.
Oh, God.
Why? Like, I'm not even going to watch that game. I might stream Phillies for halftime if he's down. Like, no, thank you. I mean, I would love to see a Giants beat down, but other than that, no. But
if you're going to do the Phillies Monday, won't that mean that that's the playoffs?
Is the playoffs already?
Well, the playoffs, you guys only got, 5 games left, I think, with the Phillies, because, hold on, give me a second.
Right, they can win the wild card tonight.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, I forget how. My buddy Jason called me when I was at work. He was like, dude, they can win tonight. I'm going to celebrate. I'm like, okay. But, Tuesday they can win it. Okay. Thank you, Jerry. But, is there like another standout? I mean, Jordan Davis, right? Jordan Davis. King DV gave him the game ball.
October 3rd, baseball starts. Playoffs.
Oh, cool. Thank you. So, yeah, that is next Tuesday. You're watching the game? There you go. But next, Jordan Davis. King DV gave him the game ball last night on the watch party reactions, watch along, whatever you want to call it. Too many names. So, how do you think Jordan Davis did?
Yeah, I'd say he did his job. He definitely, he definitely was imposing. I wouldn't say he did so many things where I was like, oh wow, like look at him, because like Jalen Carter he was all over the place too.
Right.
Like, so for me, I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. I probably gonna get shit for saying this, but I feel like he might be a little bit overhyped, Jordan Davis.
I agree. I was just about to say that. I
Because
was just about to say that, man. Jalen Carter's a lot better than Jordan Davis.
yeah, what Jalen Carter's doing already in a small sample size compared to what Jordan Davis did in the same amount of sample size, it's not even comparable. Jordan Davis is, I feel like he's like the younger brother or whatever, and it's like, no, he's been here already, and he should be showing him the ropes. But it's like Jalen Carter's doing the opposite, showing Jordan Davis the ropes. I mean, running down, causing forced fumbles and whatnot. It's like, what the hell? I didn't expect that from him. I'll be real.
No, but with Jordan Davis, he has a history of injury history. So
Okay.
it's just like we still didn't see a lot of Jordan Davis. How many games did he play last year? 4, give or take, 4 or 5?
I thought he played 5 or 6 or whatever, and then he got injured, right?
Yes. So that's exactly my point. I don't think we've seen a lot of Jordan Davis playing.
True.
But I am still with you that Jalen Carter is better than Jordan Davis. I'm going to say that for forever now.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that forever now. It's not like we're letting him go.
Because you could put Carter out there on any down. You could put him down on first down or fourth down, where I think Jordan Davis has to come out after second down because third down is going to be most likely a passing down or something, and that's just not him. Like, Jordan Davis is good. Don't get me wrong. He's definitely good. But I feel like Carter's better, and I don't know.
You know what I think it is, too? I think it has to deal with Jordan Davis's height and weight. Because people are thinking like he's this big behemoth that can go through anything. But then you have Jalen Carter, who's like half of his size, doing a lot more. He's doing a lot more. So, AM, I want to ask you, who's better? Wait, breaking news? Go for it.
No, I said he's breaking stuff.
I thought you were going breaking news. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah. Eagles trade for
I'm ready.
AM, who do you think is better? Jordan Davis or Jalen Carter?
Right now, Jalen Carter, obviously. I mean, key picture right now, straight out the bat, coming out the woodwork. Jalen Carter is doing way more than what we expected from Jordan Davis. I still think Jared Davis is better. Don't get me wrong. But for some odd reason, I feel like we're saving him still. I don't know why. Maybe it's just we need to keep him training, keep him working out, building him. Maybe Fletcher Cox replacement. I don't know, but right now it's just Fletcher Cox and Jalen Carter, and they are it's just unbelievable to watch these two. Just the highlights. You got Jalen Carter coming in this way, just helping Fletcher. It's a compliment to Fletcher Cox. Now Fletcher Cox can finally get in there because Jalen Carter's helping out. And if it isn't that, it's Fletcher Cox helping out Jalen Carter getting there. And now it's just a big, huge, amazing show. It's just a defensive battle that I haven't seen since literally 1991 with the Philadelphia Eagles gang green. We are a gang green monster, and we got that throwback Kelly Green coming this season. It's just going to be awesome show to watch this season. And then a compliment is our offense. I mean, it's just the show. We're the show.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody wants to watch the Philadelphia Eagles.
So to go back to the Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter, because when I was doing the game last time with the Birds of Our Street crew, King DV gave the game ball to Jordan Davis. And then I was talking to Randy when you were out, and Randy goes, he feels like he's overrated a bit, Jordan Davis. But I agree with him on that. But he's injury prone. I guess they're saving him from not getting injured again. Like, he only played 5 games last year, 5, 6. Then he got injured. So it's just like, maybe Jordan Davis is taking it a bit easy? You think? Could he take it a bit easy?
Maybe. I don't know what the mission is on that one. I just know that I'm a little bit more worried about our offense and those picks and a little bit more awareness on offense. Just a little bit more awareness, a little bit maybe better play style, and get Jalen Hurts some more options to throw to, and then be I just don't remember last year him being like this. It was a little different to me. I don't know if maybe I'm the only one. I'm just my opinion here on this one, but I felt like Jalen Hurts was not being himself this game. He didn't do a bad job. I'm not saying he did a bad job. No, he did a great job. But I'm saying I felt like it was a different Jalen Hurts, not the one that we know, not the one from last year. It was just something a little
I can
different.
I don't see that. I can see that.
And that's my concern. I'm not concerned on the defense. The defense, that's my last concern. I thought our defense was going to be a huge concern, besides linebackers. But other than that, defense, great job. Offense, once again, that's where I'm going on. It's like last week where I was like, this is kind of weird. It's like I felt like it's a weird game, a weird vibe. This game didn't give me a weird vibe though. This game was just more of like, it's good what you're doing, but it's like it's inconsistent and maybe an inconsistency going on
with Jalen Hurts. Okay, this past game he had the flu. Okay, he had the flu. He still played phenomenal.
Yeah, still played
I
phenomenal.
don't think he's gonna repeat right away from what he did last year.
That's
I
true.
don't think he's
That
gonna
must have been the
repeat.
juju.
For me, it's just like, okay, he's getting his feet wet. He's got to like figure out everything. He's got new coaches again. Ryan Johnson, Nick Sirianni's there. It's just like, for me, he's not going to break out right away. And with the interceptions, right? The one to DeAndre Swift, that was a miscommunication on Swift's part. Swift went in instead of going out. He went in. If he went out, that would have been a caught. That would have been a catch. But the other one, that was just a bad throw. That was just a bad throw.
It's just savage. That's the last thing on my word. So you just saw he just ran 30 yards up right damn the middle. That was look at he's shuffling back, huge pass. Ooh, there's an interception right there. It's kind of like, why are you throwing in the double coverage? That's what I was just talking about with Jalen Hurts. And it must have been like what you said. It must have been sick, but that was one of the examples right here. Why is he throwing to Devontae Smith in double coverage?
Randy?
I know that's your boy, but come on, man. Double coverage.
I know. I wanted to say really quick, Eagles took Jordan Davis in the 2022 draft at number 13.
Yeah.
Number 14 is a guy that I wanted the Eagles to take, really, and that was Kyle Hamilton. Kyle Hamilton has more sacks than Jordan Davis.
Oh, God.
He's a safety.
I love Kyle Hamilton, bro. He is good.
Mitch, as of right now, he has 78 total tackles as a safety. Kyle Hamilton. He has one forced fumble. He has 5 pass deflections and 5 sacks. He has 5 sacks already. And Jordan Davis has, 1?
He's got to have 1 at least. Maybe 2, I'm being nice. 1.5. But, bro, something just got to give with Jordan Davis, bro.
Got 1.5.
1.5, so I called it. So, with Jordan Davis, something's got to give. I don't know. Maybe it's a mental thing. Maybe it's his injuries. He's being careful of his body. There is something up. Maybe Sean decides, like, okay, with you, Jordan Davis, you got injury history. Let's take care of your body. He did look like he lost a lot of weight.
He did.
He did look like he lost a lot of weight.
He went down to 332. And he was 356. And he was 356.
Oh, my God. It's just like that's body mass. That's muscle he's gaining.
You guys saw the clips too. Sorry to cut you off, Miss, but you guys saw the clips too. By I think the PR team put out for the Eagles, where Lane Johnson said they all have to come in every single week and they have to weigh a certain weight, and if they don't, they get fined $800 per pound that they're not So like Lane Johnson said, he laid out his meal that he has to eat every day, which like a normal grown human being could never eat. But Lane Johnson's just a different human being. Look at him.
Yeah, that's true.
Dude,
Like I seen a picture of him with a 6-pack. I'm like, he's fucking got a 6-pack. Although I will say there were a couple times last night where they didn't call it, and he jumped offside because even halftime called it a couple times. He was like, just want to say we're lucky. I'm like, yeah, you caught that too. He's like, Lane Johnson. I'm like, yep.
Now, with Lane Johnson, he's the heart and soul of this offensive line. People might say Jason Kelsey. I agree with you. But with Lane Johnson not letting up a single sack
until last week.
Yeah. I can't say that anymore now. Fuck. That was so fun to say. Fun to say. Now it's gone. But it's just like with this game, we expose how bad Baker Mayfield is. We expose how bad he really is. People were saying he was doing great the first 2 games. But when you have Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, hello.
Chris Godwin, where was Chris Godwin? Like he only got the ball a couple times, and then Mike Evans was dropping a lot of balls. There was a couple times where it's like, oh, he didn't get that one or whatever, and it's like, I screamed my head off when he caught the ball in the end zone. He was coming down, and Sidney Brown just came bolting across like a freaking rifle. Bullet and just smoked that ball out of his hands before he hit the ground. He was like, nah, you're not catching that. I was like, yes, that's why we got you. You may get, these guys may get burned, but they're not gonna let that burn defy them. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I just love the fact we only let them have 11 points, and the touchdown at the end to give them the 11 points was just like
There you go.
garbage time almost. It was like garbage time. Like the players were like, "Oh,
I'm
done."
looking at Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. Mike Evans, 5 receptions, 60 yards, and 1 touchdown, where he burnt out Slay. He made that cut. And then Godwin, 3 catches, 32 yards. And then you look at Mayfield, 15 for 25, 146 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 2 sacks. He got sacked twice. QBR of 34.5 and a rating of 73.
Oof. Okay.
We exposed him. Who are they against next week? That's my question now.
They said it on the show too.
I'm looking at it. Saints.
Oh yeah. So if Derek Carr comes back or not. So, but they got a daunting front as well. So they're not going to be easy to play.
I'm just talking about the defense, bro. The defense of the Saints. They're not as good as ours. I'm going to say that. They're not as good as ours, but they can still make noise.
Yes.
They can still make noise with that. So for me, I'm just like, you're done, Buccaneers. I'm going to look up your schedule, actually.
I'm worried still about the 49ers as a whole, as our competitor in the NFC. Let's just talk about that real quick. They have such an easier schedule than we do. They face nobody.
Okay.
The 49ers.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the Buccaneers, right? They got the Saints, the Lions, the Falcons. They're going that. The Bills, Texans. They can go a solid 8-8. Or 9-8 or whatever it is now. So it's just like, bro. Now we got to talk about the Commanders, man. And what should the Eagles do about the Commanders?
Well, yeah, our next opponent, Sam Howell.
Yeah, well, as you saw this week, just literally just put all the pressure as you can on Sam Howell, and you'll have no problem winning this game. I mean, you saw what happened this week. Sam Howell looked terrible. How many? What it was? 4 picks, 5 picks? How many picks? It was 4. It was. I like my dad
5
was like trying to change the channel. I was like, he's like, this game's terrible. I go, no, it's not. I love watching the Commanders fucking get their ass kicked. I was like, this is the best shit ever.
Commanders lost, the Giants lost, and the Cowgirls lost, but not the Eagles.
Shout out to AM. Shout out to AM and Mac, the Giants fan. They got it right. They picked the Cardinals.
I did. I got it right. I called it. No one believed me. I was like, you got to look at the all-time record. And the Cowboys have only won it twice in Arizona. It's not hard to get a win in Phoenix. They've only won in, I believe, 2006 or 2003, excuse me. And then it was like 2016 or 2017. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. It was around that, roughly around those times. They won those twice with the Cowboys at Phoenix at home. But other than that, they've got completely destroyed, especially when the Cowboys had really good records. It's shocking that they cannot beat Arizona. It's so fucking weird. I don't understand. They have a dominant record in Arizona, beating them all time. I'll give them kudos to that. They've completely destroyed the Cardinals. But since they've moved to Phoenix, they cannot beat the Cardinals for some weird reason.
Randy, what happened, bro?
Huh? The game's on.
Who are they playing?
Yankees.
Oh, you better win that game.
So, yeah, that's why I said the first one off the bat. I was like, Cardinals are going to win this game. I was like, don't be surprised if the Cowboys lose this one. It's going to be that one where it's like the Cowgirls should not be favored here. Like it's going to be. And I was right. I knew right off the bat. And they lost. They got their ass kicked in Phoenix.
They kind of gave the game plan to the NFL too, to kind of how to stop them a little bit too.
It's like one of those things when you look at all-time records like the Jets and the Eagles. Well, the Jets have never beat the Eagles. Okay, so what about the Steelers coming to Philly? Well, the Steelers have never beat Philly in Philly. So it's one of those things where it's like when the Giants just beat the Cardinals this year for the first time, that was a miracle because they've never beaten the Cardinals in Phoenix. I was actually rooting for the Cardinals on that one. I was kind of shocked. So I was wrong on that, but we saw the Cowboys end up getting that nice little victory. So that was cool. So yeah, what's next? What other questions? What do you got?
For the Commanders, right?
Commanders.
Obviously, we lost to them last year.
Got the Xbox.
Should have got the PS5.
By the way, that is the most unpirated game ever. You cannot find a copy of Madden on fucking Pirate Bay, Stream Unlocked, anywhere. Like, look everywhere, dude. Just Madden. I don't know what they do with their games, but like, there's some code. It's like impossible to literally break those games.
Brutal.
I just gotta buy it.
Yo, My Sports 5 just tweeted, "Will First Cousins, aka Kirk Cousins, show up big in Week 4?" Who are they against?
Wait. I have to, because I know who it is. Darn, I should know this.
Wait, I know who it is. Wait, I should know who this is.
Who are they playing next week?
I'm sorry, I should know though.
That's my question. Who are they playing next week? But
Panthers. Oh, okay, never mind.
I got the Panthers.
I'm mistaken because I thought it was the Chiefs, which is the next week.
That's the next week.
That's going to be a great game. Chiefs at the Vikings.
Yeah. So with the Commanders, right? Last year they beat us. So NFC East games go down to the wire. They'll all come to play. Will come to play. So what do the Eagles have to do to win? For the offensive side and defensive side, what do we have to do to win?
Are we talking about just the Commanders right here?
Yep, because we're playing again next week.
Defensive side, stop Sam Howell. Just exactly how they got stopped this previously week. Do the exact same thing on our team. Just keep getting pressure to Sam Howell. Because Sam Howell gets pressure on him, he can't do nothing. And that goes all the way back to Virginia Tech. Stopped him week 1, 2021, and I was at that game. Back to the story though, and then on the deep offensive side, just I'd say a lot of tight end. Go with the tight end right up the gut because they got some cornerbacks, they got some defensive backs. I'd go with the surprise tack winning Dallas Goedert. Let's see more Dallas Goedert and Swift. Just run it nice up the gut with Swift and see a lot of Dallas Goedert. And that's my take. And then also with putting pressure on Sam Howell.
All right. So what about the offensive side?
Same what we did this time. Just limit the turnovers.
Okay, the turnovers. For me, I'm going with Goddard, man. I feel like what it's up.
Man, I'm going Goddard, man.
You gotta go through Goddard. I'm gonna keep on saying this. You need to give him the ball more. It's disrespectful. I don't know, man. It's just like I'm not. Here's my sports advice. I don't know. I don't know why they're not giving him the ball. I know there's a lot of options. Not everyone can get the ball, but it's Goddard, man. It's Goddard. He should have got the ball more than Zacchaeus. But it is what it is, I guess.
Matchups aren't dictating Goddard. Zacchaeus had that guy beat over on the crosser, and the safety was too far off, so that's why Jalen Hurts was able to drop that dime.
Yeah.
I mean, they got Goddard playing it close to the proximity, so if Hurts needs to, he can drop it down as an emergency blanket down to Goddard, and Goddard could try to get some extra yards by making a guy miss or two, but that's not Goddard's game. Goddard's a guy that needs to come across and up and do some like up and unders and maybe some like stop and goes and reverses and like I'll be real. I like there are times where I'm not really liking our new offensive coordinator, but our defensive coordinator.
Thank you.
But I don't like me and halftime last night. We're like, no, not liking the offensive coordinator.
I'm not either.
I like the DC. I like what he's doing. He's got these guys playing all over the place. So
I like the side. The defense is clicking. The defense is moving. It's just the offense for me with Goddard. And the play calling is just like, bro, like, why? Are you trying to be fancy? Are you trying to be a Jonathan Gannon, but on the offensive side?
Yeah.
Did he make an adjustment this past game? I don't think so, right?
Are you talking about Gannon?
No. It's Brian Johnson. I don't think so. We didn't really need to.
No, yeah, there wasn't a need. We were up big at halftime too, weren't we? 20 something.
It was something like that. We did not need to make an adjustment. But for me, it's just like something. Just give Goddard the damn ball.
Give Goddard more. Yes. When in doubt, throw to him.
And remember, there was rain last night too. So weather game, we still won.
Yeah.
Remember week when we had rain against the Patriots, and everybody's like, "Oh, they played bad because of the weather." It's like, no, the weather wasn't really maybe an issue. It was the fact that it was just a new playing style they were trying to get used to and learn the playbook.
Yeah.
And yet, we might have rain this Sunday.
Fuck.
It's the Eagles, man. It always rains in Philly.
It might.
Always rains in Philly. When it rains, it pours.
That shows a lie then. It says it's always sunny in Philadelphia.
Right.
I doubt it. Yeah, dude. If anyone has seen the new season, please put in the comment. Let me know. The new season of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, it started getting stale the past 3 seasons. It was getting a little stale, right? It's kind of like, it's kind of funny, only if you know it, like the inside jokes and stuff. This new season, it's revitalized. It's completely like watching seasons 2 through 6 again. Like, it's so funny. If you haven't seen the new It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, the brand new season, I highly recommend. You will laugh your fucking ass off. I wish there were more episodes. It was the most funniest shit I have ever seen. Dennis did such a great job. Everyone did fantastic. Danny Vito.
All right, so
sorry. It was
you're good. To close it off, to close the show off, we got 5 minutes left because I need to rest up for Cool Cat Mets at 9:30. So, score predictions. What you guys got? What you guys got for the Commanders? And I'm not going 28-21, Cool Cat. I know you're here. I'm not going 28-21. Damn it. Hey, look who's here. Hey, one of the newest Hardcore Sports Network, Miss Bird Gang. How you doing? Thank you for stopping by.
Hey, Miss Bird Gang. How you doing?
Thank you for stopping by. Congrats on being a part of the network. We love having you a part of it. Like, seriously, we do.
Yes.
AK called me this morning. He was like, Miss Bird Gang Miss Bird Gang is the best. That's what he told me. So
yeah.
So score predictions. What we got?
Fuck. Okay. I got Eagles 28-17.
20. Oh, you're taking my 28. Okay. 28-17. Yep. Appreciate you, Miss Bird Gang. Appreciate you. Love you.
Hope you're doing well, Miss Bird Gang.
Yeah.
And who you got?
Well, besides I would just want to say congratulations, Miss Bird Gang, for joining Hardcore Sports. I've been busy with my new job in accounting. I haven't had time to actually congratulate you. So congratulations for joining Hardcore Sports. That's awesome. My score prediction is going to be on this one. I'm going to actually go 31-14.
Son of a bitch. I was going to pick that. You know what?
We need to get that over that 30-point barrier.
I'm going 33-20. 33-20.
Close. A little closer.
That's fine. Because it's the NFC East rival.
Yep.
NFC East rival.
The first one of the year.
Yeah.
No problem.
Hey guys, make sure you like and subscribe to everyone's channel, please. Make sure you do that. It means a lot. It matters a whole lot. So please, it helps us. It's free.
It's free.
It's free.
As a Jew, free is great. So, but yes, guys. Final thoughts before we close out.
Go Birds.
Go Birds. Yeah, exactly.
I'm going right now, and I'm going to treat myself to the taqueria and get me some El Paso tacos. I don't know about you, gentlemen, but go Birds.
Yeah.
Go Birds.
What I'm gonna do. Peace out, guys. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and let's go Birds.
This is Cool Cat Connor.